not done. We've not seen it. Yeah, they say they did infrastructure. But should we start shooting at the infrastructure? The airport terminal, $100 million of our money used to build. Structural defect can be used over 6 months now. Do you know that's our hard-earned money that we have to pay back in debt? Go to dmo.gov.ng. Mounting debts. Ways and means. We don't even know what they did with ways and means. That's the funny part. And now, this same government that tries to securitize ways and means by breaking its own CBN Act. 22 trillion, we can't account for the money. You know, they say anchor borrowers. What did we do? We shut borders, led to inflation. And please, they should stop making this argument that, oh, it was because of COVID inflation. Nigeria was growing less than 3% before COVID. Let's stop lying to ourselves. Because we've blamed COVID now, we've blamed Ukrainian war. Saudi Arabia is producing oil just like us. Saudi Arabia inflation rate is about 2.29%. So who are we deceiving? This same Obasanjo they're abusing, that is jealous of Buhari. The only time Nigeria has grown double digits was in 2002 when Nigeria grew 15%. Should we check the economic growth of President Buhari? Minus 1.8, minus this, recession, 2 recessions. Should we go on? Forex rate bastardized. And people keep saying, yeah, he did infrastructure. Kaduna rail line, you remember what happened? Amici came out and they were supposed to put in the security surveillance infrastructure there. Till date, it's not been done. Yes, he's done some other infrastructure. I give him kudos for that. But let's stop talking as if the president used his own pocket money to do infrastructure. It's our Commonwealth that was used to build Second Niger Bridge. It's same Nigeria's money. The very first time Nigeria is ought to be making so much from crude oil. This is the only time wars have not favored Nigeria. Yom Kippur in 73, go and check the records. Crude oil price rose from $3 per barrel to $12 per barrel. Favored Nigeria. The country was so bleeding rich that Yakubu Gowon came out to say the problem is not money but how to spend it. Most of the infrastructure you see in Lagos was built by Gowon then. You remember the cement armada? We had so much cement, built lots of bridges and everything. Third Mainland Bridge started then. But now, because of crude oil theft, we can't even take stock of what we have. So when you look at it, I ask you Nigerians, is your life better than it was 8 years ago? Your answer is obvious. So if the presidency comes out to say that what Olusegun Obasanjo did right is not correct, I think the presidency should introspect. And maybe they should take out a survey and feel how Nigerians are feeling. Because I'm not sure, for them to say that, I'm not sure they feel the pulse of Nigerians. In case you didn't get the memo, Nigerians are suffering. And let me tell you, the greatest endorsement any man can get is from his wife that has married him for so many years. President Buhari's wife came out on I think it was reported around October, I think the BBC had an interview when she apologized for the failures of the administration. This was the same President Buhari's wife that imprisoned a young boy. You know, we can go on. And for Mr. Wike, he's just playing politics. It tilts in his favor today. His adversary here, Atiku Abubakar, is having a bad time because he was not endorsed by President Olusegun Obasanjo as former boss. And guess what happens? He lashes on that politically. But time will tell. But most importantly, Nigerians, what we're concerned about should be the issues that affect you. Paying heavy subsidies that were campaigned that they will be removed. We first called it under recovery. Now that's taking a huge chunk, over 4 trillion of our budget. Despite subsidies, we are still buying fuel at over 236 naira. Where should we start from? We just want things to work for the country. That's all the news headline. Take a short break. When we return, we'll have Michael Wilson.